In this video, we'll explore the FCC's CDBS website, where you can find important information about signals, including copies of construction permits and licenses. I will provide the link here in the YouTube video description below so you can bookmark it for later use. Today we'll look up a construction permit and a license. So we'll start by clicking on the search for application information. Since we know the call sign of the signal, we'll do KVLR near Austin, Texas. We'll put that in there. You can also search for the FIN number, and you can filter your searches with these options down here. So KVLR and then submit. And as you can see, there's quite a bit of activity for KVLR, and CDBS will pull data that goes back to the 90s here. So you'll want to kind of keep a close eye on what you're looking at. So today we're going to be looking up a construction permit and a license. A construction permit is a Form 301 for full power stations. On translators, it's a Form 349. And then a license for a full power is going to be a Form 302. And a license for a translator is a 350. So we'll start by looking up the latest construction permit. And as you can see, there are several 301s on here, and all of them have been granted. We're going to look for the latest one, which appears to be from May of 2016. And that's Form 301. We'll click on Information. And this brings up a high-level explanation of the construction permit as it was granted. To get the actual CP, we'll click on the View Authorizations tab. And it'll ask you to wait a couple of minutes while it pulls it from the FCC database, so we'll go ahead and hold for that. Okay, it's been a minute, so we'll go ahead and click on Get Authorization. And when it's successful, it'll pull up a PDF in a new tab, and you'll have a what they call an unofficial or unsigned copy of your construction permit here. And if you've clicked on the correct one, it will be the latest one that you'll be working with. And it's a good idea to have a copy of the construction permit, review it before you actually go to the site to do a build. You want to pay special attention to the special operating conditions and restrictions. Each CP may have different ones, and each one can be unique. And some of those can be quite complicated, so you want to make sure you fully understand and have met all of the construction permit's operating conditions before calling the build complete. So we've looked at this, and now we're going to go back and look for a license on CDBS. So we're back to the search page, and as I said, a 302, a Form 302, is going to be a license to cover, or a granted license from the FCC. So it looks like this one was actually granted very recently, so we'll go ahead and click on Info. And again, it gives you just a high-level view of the situation with this license, and we'll click on Get Authorization or View Authorization. And again, when this page comes up, it'll ask you to wait another couple of minutes to make sure that they can pull it from their database, so we'll do that. Okay, we've waited about 2 minutes. Let's click on the link. And here comes our unsigned station license. Again, a very good reference for just confirming that the information you have is correct and that everything matches as built. If you need a copy of a signed license, be sure to go to the admins. They'll help you with that. But CDBS is a wonderful resource for just confirming information and finding the latest copies of these documents as opposed to having to email 4 or 5 people to get that information.